Well, in less positive news, Leicester City does seem to be headed towards relegation. And we spoke a lot about their PSR case earlier in the year where they kind of found a loophole between the EFL and the Premier League. But now that they're going back down to the EFL, what will happen with this loophole? Are they in PSR trouble? Could they be going right into a points deduction the second they start the championship next season?
Yeah, look, been a very sad situation. I'm afraid I think we did call it at the time when we said Van Nistelrooy may not be the right choice at the time. I remember we said that, and it's proven to be unfortunately the case. Look, they didn't endear themselves to the Premier League with the way they got through the loophole on the PSR issues before. Now coming back to face the music in the EFL, it's going to be difficult. They haven't really spent a lot of money, and I think the PSR is going to be very tight. But don't forget, you're going from a 35 million a year allowance on losses in PSR in the Premier League to 13 million a year in the EFL, and I think that's when it's going to come home to roost. So it's going to be a complex situation now. The situation they're in right now is still in arbitration in terms of the decision on the appeal from the Premier League about their judgment. So that's something else that will play into it. If they were to lose that arbitration, they're going to be in a world of hurt. So I think we're just going to have to wait and see how it goes. I'd always said Leicester were going to take the chance and rather fight cases from being in the Premier League rather than being in the EFL. But I'm afraid it looks like their worst case scenario is coming true. So I think we're going to see some serious situations in Leicester in the coming year. So yes, I do believe there could be problems down the road.
And Leicester posted a £19 million loss in their books this year. Does that hurt them even more on the PSR front for next year's accounting?
I don't. Well, that's not too bad compared to some of the numbers that have had in the past. Look, if they're going to escape at all, they're going to be very tight. There'll probably have to be another sale or so, but they're running out of quality to sell now. They did most of their selling last year, so look, it's going to be tight. They're going to have to do whatever they can. The championship, as we know historically, is very tough to get out of, and they've got to try somehow to keep a squad that can do that. Could they go down another division? It wouldn't be the worst thing. We've seen it happen before with Southampton. So we'll just have to wait and see the situation. But Leicester, I think, are going to be having a very tough year next year.